Hola and welcome. Hi, Lila. How you doing?
Doing good.
Yeah, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out to Cali Cocktail Hour. We have a special guest tonight, Lupita. She will be here tonight. Yes, we haven't seen Lupita in a while, and we just learned her love language. We switched it up a little bit for the pandemic, so that is good. And we'd like to thank everybody out there. Yvonne was the first one, so she is the first one. Yeah.
Hi, Yvonne.
Yeah, hello and
Yvonne's
welcome.
working on some new stuff. It's pretty cool.
Ah, wow.
Follow her on Instagram. I'm
Yeah,
really
well,
enjoying seeing her.
Should have her on the show too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris. Hello, Chris. Hello, and Chris is working on a new live stream, so that's good seeing it. Seeing the live stream going on. Lala Cas. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. You know, it's been hours and hours and time to do that. Thank you, Russ. I appreciate that. So, Chris Macias, thank you, TJIF. It is Friday and love to roll all. I love it. It's a little bit different than you all, but roll all.
Party.
Yes, yeah. And let's see. Hi, Yvonne. And ha ha ha. Yes. And we have Cecilia says hey, and everybody's here. Everybody's coming up, and yeah. See, we got a lot of Yolanda support, Yolanda love. So, someone's seconding that. Do we hear a third? No. So, yes. So, once again, thank you for coming to Cali Cocktail Hour. In the background, we have some Tibetan bowl healing, so we can relax and chill out.
I really like your background you chose. I think it's perfect.
Oh, thank you. Oops. And I forgot to put my little, thank you for telling me that, because I am missing something. My, the women from Oaxaca and from Zacatecas. There they are.
Oh.
So I put them back on there. Thank you for telling me that. And I'm excited to have Lupita on here too. It's been a while since we've seen her, right?
Yeah.
You're awesome. Someone's awesome.
You're
awesome. Lila, you're awesome, Lila.
You're awesome. Right back at you.
Oh, yes, yeah. So, yeah, we're here to talk to Lupita about many things about her life and about her creative endeavors that she has going on. And I know that you have her, her loops on, right?
I do. My hoops.
Hoops, yes. Sorry, yeah. Hoops, yeah. So
I have the ones that say brown and beautiful, and I have a few of hers. Like, I really love her earrings.
Right on.
Buy some. Buy them. They're beautiful.
And
I get so many compliments all the time when I wear them.
Yes, and Lupita's story is a wonderful story. I met Lupita. I remember having some mezcal with her in Oaxaca.
Oh yeah.
And I made her eat some grasshoppers.
You told me that one time, and I thought I wasn't sure if that was a true story. So it really.
Oh, so I'm a storyteller.
I don't know.
Gonna embellish.
People mess with me all the time, and I'm very gullible. So.
So see, we have a Lupita is awesome. We're gonna go back. I don't want to. That's right. I know, but I'm so like I've butchered so many people's names, so I want her to tell me again. So thank you for the wonderful shows feature our girl. Yeah, so.
I know everyone's so excited.
It's summer folklore. Yeah. So it is summer folklore. Colibri. We love you and admire. I would love to know what group that is too, and maybe Lupita will give us some insight on that too, because we're having a brownout tonight, a good brownout, which is going to be,
right.
Yeah, Zacatecas. Oh, sorry, Zacatecas. And where's your family from? Jalisco. Ah, see, so we're close. And then we'll see where Lupita's family's from too. So I've been doing a lot of my DNA search for my family in my native roots. So I'm excited to have closed in on the Chichimeca. I have to have my friends who are Aztecs because we need to have a conversation because we didn't get along, and I want to get along with everybody. So yeah, we're gonna have a talk. So all right, see, Fresnillo, Zacatecas, Jerez, Zacatecas, La Ermita, El Bojote. That's where I'm from. Oh, Sesucacan, yes. So I'm finding my roots, and yeah, beautiful place, Zacatecas. Even though I go to Oaxaca every year, but I still love Zacatecas. So it's my blood. Anyways, so let's go on a song. And everybody, thank you for coming out because we're excited to talk to Lupita. And this song is feeling a little sensitive today. I did the graphics and some glitch artwork for it. So Flamingos, a sad song, but a song to go, and we will get you going. Thank you everybody for joining Cali Cocktail Hour, and actually, we're here for you too. And so, if there's anything that you want to talk to us about, feel free to put it in the comments and questions, and we will. That's what we're here for right now too for you. So, give me 1 second. Yeah, see. Oh, wait, see, Jerez, Zacatecas is my home.
Okay.
Wow, see, primos, right?
Right.
Primos hermanos, right? Yeah. So this is a Spanglish kind of show. So yeah, we'll talk about the. Yeah. It's Cali Cocktail Hour.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, so come back and thank you for coming. We'll come back. We'll play a song. Everybody, go grab your drink, chill out, bring the love. We're gonna give you the hugs. Mucho mucho amor is a famous person we used to say. I don't want to take it from him, but we have to keep pressing forward with the love of everybody too. So that is the goal of Walter Mercado, is to, keep continuing with the love. And I don't know if you saw the documentary. It kind of opened my eyes to things I didn't know. Besides my mom watching it all the time.
Right.
Right. Yeah. I'm like, what is
family tradition thing?
Yeah.
Watch every day. Yeah.
Yeah. So
we part of your life.
wait for it before we go. There you go. Okay, so we're going to come back now to the song, and we'll come back and talk to Lupita about her life and her creative endeavors and anything else that we have. Any questions, please. This is a show about Lupita, so please, bring us some comments and let's get to this. Okay, we'll be right back.
I know it's been a while, haven't talked since July. You've been on my mind, don't hang up. I know it's been some time since I called you mine. You've been on my mind, don't hang up. Maybe I'm a little bit jealous, haven't told my friends we ended it. Yeah, I know that it's wrong. Maybe it's a little bit selfish calling you up when I'm wasted, when I know that you moved on. Is she in your arms right now? Tell me, is she gonna stay the night? Tell me, is she in your arms right now? Is she in your arms tonight? Like I used to be. you. Just wanna talk things through. Tell me what to do. Don't give up. After all that we've been through, I give my all to you. Just tell me what to do. Don't give up on me, yeah. Baby, I'm a little bit jealous. Haven't told my friends we ended it. Yeah, I know that it's wrong. Maybe it's a little bit selfish calling you up when I'm wasted, when I know that you moved on. Is she in your arms right now? Tell me, is she gonna stay the night? Tell me, is she in your arms right now? Is she in your arms tonight? Like I used to, babe. Like I used to, like I used to be, like I used to be. Promise that I'll do better. Promise I love you forever. Sorry for letting you down. Promise that I'll do better. Promise I love you forever. Sorry for letting you down. Maybe it's a little bit selfish calling you up when I'm wasted, when I know that you moved on. Is she in your arms right now? Tell me, is she gonna stay the night? Tell me, is she in your arms right now? Is she in your arms tonight? Like I used to, like I used to be.
And we are here with Lupita.
Hi. How's everybody doing?
Good. How's it going? That's
Still here.
yes. And how you feeling tonight, Lupita? How's it going with you?
I'm doing pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good to see you. Oh my goodness.
No, it's been a minute.
Yeah. I can't
I'm-
even remember. I was trying
Yeah.
to remember the last time I saw you in person.
Well, it's been a while, right?
Yeah.
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 Were we at Cosecha? I think. Were we vending? I think that was one of the last times.
I don't remember when was the last time. Probably closer.
Yeah. So how you been this week? You know, how's life going? How's life going in the pandemic right now?
Life is going okay. Calmado, calm, relaxing. I've been pretty much staying home.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when I do see family, I'm always going to mass. So, you know.
So we have someone saying hi to you right now.
Maria, hola Maria. Hola.
Looks like a cousin, sister, maybe.
Actually, that's my niece.
Oh, niece. Okay, that was close. There you go.
That's your niece.
And Stephanie says hello.
Hi.
Uh oh. See, you get Arturo. Saludos.
Oh.
Muchos besos.
Yeah. So it looks like everybody's here to see you. That's great. So I guess we'll leave Lila and we'll leave you in the mic. Yeah. And my friend Uli is here. Yay, Uli! Yes, he's a good friend of mine. Hello, good evening. Melissa Penny says, smiley face with yes. Lupita, yeah. See. So, oh, look at that, another one.
Oh yeah, that's my brother.
Nice. Well,
Of course.
yes, there you go. Hi, Lupita. Yes, you got it. Everybody, keep them coming. Keep them coming. Yes.
Thank you. Love you, Becca.
Looks like you got a whole bunch of people too. That's awesome, and it's great to everybody to join here. And welcome to Cali Cocktail Hour. So, hold on. I like playing these comments. So you got a whistle out there. So we were talking about our hair today. You know, whose hair was the best today, and you know, so I had to put mine in a. Yeah, well, I had to put mine in a. Yeah, I had to hide mine because I was like, it's not fair. It's not fair. Anyways, so Lupita, we're here to talk about you and your life, and we like to appreciate. We like to thank you for coming on, and and sharing us with your life and your journey with us. I found it. I mean, we find it to be very inspirational too as we go along too, on there. And when was the first time we met?
I met you at an art show, and it was right before the Oaxaca trip.
See, so
Yeah.
I was close. I remember. I see. The thing is, I remember Oaxaca because I'm all, you have to eat this grasshopper.
I remember your studio because I went to the art show, and out of the whole art show, the only thing that I could remember was the studio with all the Oaxaca artwork, all the photographs and everything.
And she's like, I have to go. I have to be there. Yeah. So that's yeah. So I guess Lila was wrong. Really. I mean.
See,
So.
you were.
Whoops.
I had to ask him. I was like, "Is that how you really met Lupita?" 'Cause
Oh,
I don't know. Are you
I ran upon her at Oaxaca. I'm like, hey, I know you. I know you.
I mean, it can't
Wow,
happen
how
though.
did you think we met?
He thought he met you in Oaxaca.
No, I said I met her in Oaxaca.
No,
I met her in Oaxaca.
I met you at the art show, and I
No,
found out
I
you
mean, I think the word is yes. I met you there. Okay, I saw you in Oaxaca.
we met up in Oaxaca.
Okay. See, it had Oaxaca,
She's
something to do with
gonna go
Oaxaca.
it. She'll be like, okay. whatever
Wow,
you say.
trying to gaslight everybody. So, yes, Raquel says sending you good vibes. Yes, Raquel is also a wonderful person too. Thank you for coming up, Lupita. We've met and I mean, obviously we all have done shows together and stuff like that too. But there's a lot of stuff I didn't know about you, and I didn't want to ask either. I thought it was but. I love the fact that when we talked, I'm like, yeah, so I want you to come on the show and talk about your art, your creative endeavors. And you're like, okay, but, and I said, well, I also want to talk about your journey with your cancer and your journey. He's like, yes, I can do that, And I think that was great because it helped me go, okay, great. Because, I really do think it's your story. And I think a lot of people want to hear it too. And obviously your jewelry is famous at Starbucks, right? Yeah. So,
No joke.
yeah. So, and everybody out there, we do encourage you to, because this is I don't have all the answers. Well, I do have all the answers, but I don't have all the questions. So, if you want to ask Lupita a question, please ask Lupita anything you want. We'll put it up there and be respectful. Actually, don't ask her anything you want, but be respectful because I do have a ban button on there, so I can ban anybody I want to. So that's another trick I have. But everybody's pretty nice here. So, but once again, thank you for coming out. Thank you for coming to Cali Cocktail Hour and joining Lila and I, and to talk about you. And we appreciate that. So, and we also love you very much. Oh, I do. I don't know about Lila, but yeah. I have to get the controversy. There's got to be some controversy here. So,
Excuse me.
so Lupita, I guess let's begin with your journey. And do you want me to put up a picture first, too? Because like I said, there's a lot of things I know about you, and a lot of things I don't know about you. So I don't want to be on there. But so let's talk about your when you first found out, or...
I'm sorry, I just read a comment that made me laugh.
Hold on before this.
Yeah.
See, we always... This is a wonderful place, so... It is, we can talk about...
Over Lupita over here.
I know, it's like we get deep and we can go funny, so... Well, So, but yeah, so how, like I said, this part right now, and let me pull up a picture because I think it is probably, I don't know if it's the beginning of what of your journey and how it turned out too, but I know that you're very comfortable talking about it too. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to bring this up real quick, and can you just give us a little bit of a backstory about it, of yourself too? Is that okay? Yeah. Okay. Oops, let me get this one right here.
Yeah, that's 1990. That was the beginning of my journey. Yeah.
And
And how old were you there?
I was 10 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
you
10
said
years,
you're. Oh, good.
what was that?
Oh no, you said yeah. Go ahead.
So I was 10 years old, and in this photo, what we're doing is, I believe it was photography therapy.
Mm.
So for a lot of cancer patients, it was always we didn't like to be photographed because, of course, we didn't feel pretty, we didn't have hair, but it was how does a cancer patient or a cancer patient child view the world through the lens. So it was our way of telling the story of what we saw around us. So Kodak had donated cameras for all the patients for us to take pictures and document our journey, I believe it was. Yeah, so that was 1990.
And at that point, you did you. I guess how did you find out about the cancer and when were you diagnosed with that?
I was okay. That was tricky. So I was 10 years old. It was pain. I had a lot of pain in my right hip. I was limping. I remember it was summertime. My parents had taken me to a couple doctors. They couldn't find out what was going on. They took X-rays, couldn't find out what was going on. And then my mom ended up taking me to Mexicali, to Baja, to Mexico, to find out, because they believe in curanderos and all that, to find out what was going on.
Yeah.
And when what we call brujos, told my mom,
Yes.
she's really ill. You really have to take her back to the States. And that's how that happened. Then my mom brought me back. And sure enough, when she took me to another doctor, they said, she has a tumor. Her hip is completely shattered. And she needs to have an emergency surgery.
Oh my
But
gosh.
yeah, that's how that started.
How was that to you? I mean, I'm sure that was not pleasant to hear.
So when you're 10 years old, do you really understand that? I don't think
Yeah, no.
yeah, no, it wasn't, I didn't know what the word cancer was. I do
Yeah.
remember
Mm.
when they described the side effects of the chemotherapy, I was like, you could cut my leg off. I just don't want to lose my hair. I'm 10 years old. I didn't
Yeah.
understand,
Yeah. Yeah.
the concept of it. So honestly, I don't think I was scared of what was expected of me or what I had to go through or what the journey was at the
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
Um, all I remember seeing my mom being devastated, trying to understand the doctors, and I was more worried about my mom and my dad and seeing them stressed out, not understanding what needed to be done, and then having my mom's comadre trying to help us get the right doctors. And it was more of the stress that I saw my family go through more
Yeah.
than
Right.
what my body was going through. Other
Yeah.
than, I
Yeah.
don't feel good. When am I gonna feel better? You know?
Yeah. Um, we have a heart for you, Arturo, and then we have a love you, sis.
Oh, that's my little brother. Love you.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we have hola, beautiful.
Oh, hello, Sylvia.
Yeah. So, and I'm sure your mom, like did you say, you seem. I mean, you are. Well, you seem. You are an empathetic person. So I could imagine you being, when you're 10 years old too, is probably seeing them, probably wrap their head around it, and seeing their daughter like that too was probably pretty, uh, you know, tough on you too. I would think maybe.
I think seeing my parents stressed out and worried was tough. What I was going through
Yeah.
at the moment, I mean, man, honestly, I think it was more of a confusion more than
Yeah.
anything. And then thinking, when is it getting better? But it wasn't, I don't know, more of, can I go home? Can I go see my brother?
Right.
Yeah.
It was, is this
And I'm sure.
over?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because kids, you get anxious and you're just like, over it. Like,
Yeah, and then I'm very close to my brother, so being in the hospital like months, I spent like a good year, 1990 to 91 in the hospital. So being away from my brothers, it was really hard, and I was
Yeah.
like, when am I going home? When I'm gonna see my brothers? You know, why do I have to stay here? You know, but
yeah,
I don't think I was yet acknowledging how bad the situation was at that time.
Yeah.
right.
I had
And,
no real
And you're
concept of what it was.
yeah, and you're
that's you're
only
just a
10, so
kid. Yeah,
yeah, it's just hard to wrap your everything around that too, too.
adults,
So
because adults know way more, into depth about things, and so when someone tells them that kind of news, they just freak out. Versus a kid, you tell them, and it's like they kind of heard it, but not really, like.
Right.
So it takes, and they don't understand it like adults do, so they take things differently.
and Nicole says, "We're here, sis." And is that your sister?
That's my sister-in-law. Yeah.
Sister-in-law. Oh, I'm close. I'm getting better.
Yeah,
Thank you.
familia.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, yeah.
And then so brave, Lupita. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is a like I said, I'm happy to learn more about you as we go along too, because Lila and I talked about you a little bit in a good way.
We're just curious.
I'm all.
Like,
Did you
what
hear
do
about
know
Lupita?
about Lupita?
Yeah, I'm
I
all.
don't know. What do you know about
Yeah.
Lupita?
So, yeah, I want to pull up another.
Tonight.
Yeah, you guys talked a
Yeah.
lot pre-show. I had to stop them because they were talking. I'm like, I'm not going to get a word in tonight. I want to pull up another picture of you, and I think it's with Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, 1990. Yeah.
What's the reference to this picture? I mean,
1990. That's a time when I have like I believe it's like Make a Wish. Yeah, Make a Wish Foundation, and they have I think they go into the hospital and they try to cheer up the children, and then they want to grant a wish to the children of the cancer patients. And my wish, I believe, was that when I was better enough to travel, to go with my brothers to Disneyland.
wow.
That's like, I mean, who wouldn't want to do
No.
that?
I
Especially
know.
as like
That's a
a
kid's-
10-year-old, you're like, shoot, take me to Disneyland. Like,
Of course, right?
yeah, where else would you want to go?
That's awesome.
So great. So I'm wondering, when you look at those pictures, does it feel like it was just yesterday, or does that feel like such a long time ago? Like a
It
whole
does
different
feel
life?
like
What was
I'm
that?
like 40 years old. That's like, like
I know, but sometimes, like, certain times in your life, it feels like it was just like yesterday, like certain things that happen, and then other times, like what I'm realizing is,
right.
like, I feel like we have different times in our lives. When you're like a baby, you're a baby, and then you don't remember that as you turn into a toddler, and then you kind of leave that toddler stage when you turn into like a kid, and you kind of like lose those memories a little bit.
We
But
do.
also, depending on what happened in your life,
It's how
you can kind of like,
remember.
yeah, exactly. So I'm just curious, like, do you remember that like it was yesterday, or like that felt like such like a different lifetime ago?
There's bits and pieces that I do remember as if it was yesterday.
Yeah,
There's traumatic moments that I do remember as if it was yesterday.
right.
So, something about falling asleep sometimes, especially after a stressful day, I get flashbacks that I remember certain things that happened as if it was yesterday.
Yeah,
And then there's a lot of stuff that has happened that I don't remember. And a lot of people call that a chemo brain, where you block off certain
that's so.
experiences that you've gone through or something. But yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
See, ¿cuándo vamos para unos tacos?
I
That's-
agree.
That's
Let's go now.
this. Yeah,
I
yeah.
know, I know.
I'm surprised you didn't bring any with you. I should be like, here then. Un plato.
I'm all. Forget the reminiscing. Let's tacos. Okay.
I didn't eat tacos today. I had enchiladas.
That's right. Lucky Mama One says you're a strong, beautiful woman. We love you.
Thank you.
Yeah. See, words of affirmation. They're coming through. We're manifesting them, right? Manifest. So it says, I want to also too. It says you're a 3-time cancer survivor. what is that? Yeah, what does that entail?
What do you mean?
Like, how would you explain? I mean, I don't know. Like, for me, I don't know what that actually means.
the virus?
Three time, yeah.
I've had cancer 3 times. So
Okay, what? I thought so, but yeah, I don't want to assume that, but yes.
yeah.
That is what it means, Ruben.
Look, I'm dyslexic, so it might flip it around.
You never know. It might mean something else. It's a good question. I mean, there's no bad questions.
Yes. So now you're making me blush. Now I'm turning red again. Lupita, we're gonna pull another picture up. This is obviously further down the line of and this is the one that you gave me. So here we go with this one right here.
That one. So what you're seeing is actually what my hip is now. So my right hip is completely a metal implant. What would be the femur bone is now a donated bone. Se stole it from a muerto. So it's a bone that was a donation, and they were able to implant the metal into the bone, so they didn't have to do the amputation at the hip.
Oh my goodness! I didn't realize that.
And then the picture on the right is a body cast that goes from mid chest all the way down the right leg and part of the left leg to keep my hip from being dislocated.
Got it.
Yeah.
And what year was this again? I'm sorry.
This was I want to say this was my birthday.
I was gonna.
It was probably 1992. I was probably 12 years old because my hair grew back. So it's probably 2 years after I did chemo.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I dislocated my hip so many times. I cannot tell you how many times I dislocated my hip as a child. And I had to have a couple hip replacements throughout the years.
Wow.
I have brothers. We like to wrestle.
Yeah, no.
Well,
no
yeah,
joke.
that makes sense, right?
That's not going to stop you, huh?
And I wouldn't know my hip was dislocated until they would do the CT scan, and they would be like, "Oh, you popped out your hip again."
Oh my gosh!
What were you guys playing?
Wow.
Just rough housing?
Huh?
What were you guys playing?
So my brothers, we were big fans, all 3 of us, of WWF wrestling.
That's perfect.
So it would be somebody would be Undertaker or something, or The Rock or The Warrior. Like,
did you win at least? No. Oh man, I'm taking it. They didn't take easy on you.
Yeah. See? Have it no other way, right?
No. Oh man.
And so we're just gonna go through a journey of these pictures and give us a little clue on there. So we talked about your basketball skills.
Oh, yeah.
Right. How are your basketball skills? Let's see this one.
Wow, I miss my basketball crew. Wow, it was fun. It was something that it's crazy. So this was 2015. And at the time, I'm learning how to walk again. I'm learning how to be active again. And the coach, she was a female, and her husband, they invited me to play basketball. Mind you, I'm thinking, like, I'm an amputee. What do you mean play basketball? And I wasn't aware of wheelchair basketball, adapted basketball.
Yeah.
I was invited to play on the team, and it's a great workout. It really is. And I think one of the best things about it is the confidence level that you gain from playing basketball. Being able to compete, being able to feel like just being in the fun, in the action, being able to be out there on the court. And I remember, I believe my first practice, I accidentally flipped one of the players out of the chair.
Whoa.
So, and then I remember my very first game that I played in Alameda, and we won the game. So, I miss my basketball crew. And they normally practice at the YMCA in Sacramento, in downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, it's a great team. Great
That was
team.
so much fun. Wow.
Sacramento Royals. Hi,
Nice.
Cynthia.
I think you said that's hilarious before that about
Yeah.
WWF. Okay. Okay. And then yeah. So yeah. So how were the games? I mean, you said you miss them, and
The games are great.
yeah.
The team is very competitive, so they travel, but I ended up not, giving it 100%. But
Yeah.
the team is doing pretty good. They are opening their own nonprofit organization to keep the team going. The coaches teach young children as well, not just adults. So they got a nice team going on. Yeah, it's for everybody, any age, at any level.
Nice.
All right on.
That's Sacramento Royals.
Sacramento, get it, everybody, online. Sacramento Rose now. And we're gonna. The next picture is where I met Lupita in Oaxaca, right? And also your logo too, because we're gonna come to that in a little bit after that. But first of all, we'd like to thank you for for sharing your journey with us, and half of the show is a little about this, and what is the present now, right? As far as like your creative endeavors and your product line and the famous hoops that I keep hearing about. That I don't have any, but
He's
it would
jelly.
have to be weird. Yes, yes. Anyways,
You need to make him a special something like
that's right.
a necklace.
Who knows? Yeah, there you go. But you can, and also, so it is going to be a picture of you, and also the logo too. If you can explain just how you came up with the logo too, if that's okay too.
So 2015, the picture on the left is in Oaxaca. Oaxaca, and that was what, I believe 8 months after I learned how to walk with a prosthetic leg.
Wow, and you went up the well. Those are pretty intense.
Wow.
Yeah.
Went on top of the ruins. Wow, that's one of the many accomplishments I did after my amputation.
It's amazing.
Because those ruins are high. Number one, Oaxaca's a high city, and then those so altitude sickness is also what I got that one time in there. So I almost died. Well, not died there, but I passed out. I thought I was. I thought I bought a little like a god or something like that the first day I went there, and then I came back, and then I had altitude sickness, and like, okay, we'll just go lay down. I was like, but I can't breathe, and and then I thought, I made the gods mad. So here it goes. So I did write a goodbye letter to everybody when I was there. I actually did in my journal. I'm like, because no one knew I was in Oaxaca at that time. And I was like, okay, this is it, everybody. Thank you. If you find my, buzzards flying around, and this is it. So, but yes, well, Monte Albán is a very beautiful place, though. I
love your leg, by the way, Lupita. It's just so great. Like, I remember when I first met you, and like, I'm an artist, but I feel like I don't pay attention to detail unless I'm like really focused on something, And so, like, I didn't even notice. Oh, I don't know. Maybe you had pants on. Or I don't know. No, you had shorts, girl. I think it was the first time I met you. And I was just like, those are some cool sneaks. Like, and it's just so awesome. And I love it. And how you have, because I know you have tats, but it's cool how you incorporated that onto your leg, too. And I'm not sure what is on this one because I can't really tell from the picture. But I know you have, don't you have one with Frida on it, too?
Of my Frida. I had a Frida on my leg. I did. I think that's when I met Lila. I had Frida on my leg at the time. Yeah.
Well, Lisa says, love you, Lupita.
Oh, Alicia, that's my basketball coach. She's a basketball coach that got me into wheelchair basketball. Love you, Alicia.
Right there.
Black Royals.
Awesome.
See, we knew it was going to happen. So that's awesome.
That
awesome.
is my coach.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's funny because on the basketball team, there was only 2 girls at the time. So when she brought me in, I became the 3rd girl that was playing against all these, very challenging, very talented basketball guys that were all males at the time. So I made my basketball coach really, really proud the day that I flipped over one of the basketball players.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. And then she's Always been down for an adventure. Love you.
Yes, that's my sister Jessica.
And the crew is here.
Oh,
Got
hi
the crew
everybody.
there. Oh, they
Back
watching.
photos.
Oh,
That's
that's
my
so
older brother, Hera. Let me have.
Love you, sis. See, and you got it. You got everybody here for you, so that's good.
That's what I love about doing these shows. Everyone's
yeah,
just like, you never know who's gonna hop on, and that gets really exciting. You're like,
yes.
So great.
And you are gonna do a live stream show, right?
I do.
And yeah, because go ahead.
I am thinking about putting one together.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, the reason I do that because I'm going to cut into the live stream calendar right now that we have going on. We have like five shows going on that everybody's doing now. So I want to put those up too. But I also want to go back to what your concept of your show is going to be, and we're going to show a little bit of a clips. I do like a highlight of a show, and the highlight that I'm going to show is called it's strange. It's animation live feed when I do it with my friend Uli out there, and we do different characters and different puppets, so it is a little weird out there. So this one is called Welcome to My Brain. It is Wednesdays, but I'm going to pull up the calendar right here so I can really announce it real quick. And so here it is. Mondays we have Andre DeFay, who has Masked Up Community Health live stream, and that's every Monday at 8:08. And he is the Sacramento Poet Laureate, and there's a lot of great information. Really, really good guest. And also in the weekdays, he has the Great Joy Hunt, which is 10 o'clock a.m.-ish. So it's not always on time, and that's just the way it is, But it's always hunting for the Great Joy, and really cool guest, and really good segment of Where Is Your Joy At? And Tuesdays we have Larry Rodriguez, and I put it on Tuesdays because he does it every day, I think, from 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. And he's a DJ here. DJ The Flower Vato is his channel and on Twitch, and he's usually doing it a lot. So he's a really good DJ. Wednesdays is Uli Mueller and Ruben Velas. That's me. And Welcome to My Brains on Wednesday. And then Chico Gonzalez has a new show, and it is called Raza y Rolas. And last night, I think, or 2 nights ago, he had last week, he had a series of female Mexican DJs, right? So it was a really cool show. Saturday comes in with Teresa, who has her self-love sharing Saturdays with Tere, which is at 6 a.m. in the morning to wake up in a good mood. And of course, Fridays are Cali Cocktail Hour. So yes, so these are the months come up, and special guests and special co-hosts like Lila, Carissa, Heather, Melissa Pennell, who is currently on maternity leave, so she will having her babies this month. And Christmas Eve, a shout out to Larry, aka Flower Vato. Yes, Flower Vato is in the house, and really cool DJ to come. He's been around for a long time. So we are going to go to something a little bit strange, and it's a little bit part of. We'll be back to talk to you too. And Lupita about her business. So this is a strange one. I love it. It's only a minute long. It is a character from the Welcome to My Brain. So, and it's a goth metal singer. So get ready, get your drinks, and we'll be right back in a minute and a half.
Should have
All right. Welcome back. So if you love animation, you love some weird science, some weird political left-wing news, little jabs here and there, come to Wednesdays for This Is My Brain, and I have a animated cartoon character too. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining. Lila, before we go on, what have you been up to? What have you been making?
I've been making stuff.
What about this?
Baby Yoda! He's so cute. I'm not done yet.
So you've been live streaming this stuff. I've seen you live stream a couple of ones.
I might do a little more live if I feel like it later. But I want to put stars in the background. I'm not done. I'm having fun with it. I'm like, I'm going to take my time. Isn't he cute? He's so cute. Thank you, Lila.
So Lila does do live streaming. She'll get up on, sometimes we'll get together and do artwork. We do that early in the pandemic.
We need to do that again. Do live art. Do another show like this where we're just doing our live art because that's a lot of fun.
So we just relax and do our thing.
I just got a new commission actually to paint on some little toddler Converse. So I'm really excited because they're tiny.
What's that? Oh.
Little Converse. I'm gonna paint on these.
Oh, nice. Live? Everything's live streamed.
No. Maybe.
Yeah.
Probably not though. I might just really get into it. But it's so cute. So cute.
Yeah. So, what else who knows right now, but any shows coming up for you or anything like that?
Actually, we should be doing, I think I'm scheduled to do the Dia de los Muertos show out at Yuba Center Arts in Marysville. So hopefully we'll be live by, I think we have it scheduled for October. I could be wrong though, but I'm pretty sure it's in October. So we'll see. So we could do it in person would be nice. Otherwise, I think we might do a virtual one. So that would be cool, but yeah, gonna try to get some artists to come out to that. I know some other artists that have been vending.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Yvonne. I think she started vending, right, Yvonne? A few times. I think either in Stockton or Modesto. So it's cool to see because I'm always seeing my friends that post and what towns are doing certain events. So I know there are some out there in person, which is really good. And and things safe wearing a mask.
Yeah, and things are turning around. The vaccine is coming, and it's coming sooner than people think it is. So that's great. It's just right around the corner. So I don't know if people are going to take them or not, but that at least gets things moving, and I think we're headed to a positive. That we see the light in the tunnel, but we do see that light. So, Lupita, I want to go back to your Oaxacan picture because I didn't give you a chance to talk about your logo because we're going to show some of your work here.
I didn't realize that was your new logo. When did you make this logo?
My new logo,
sorry. Okay, there it is, right there.
That's so cool. I love it. I love how you have
Thank
the
you.
words
Thank you.
hidden in it. That's awesome.
So this logo was created literally during pandemic. I want to say 2020 sometime last year, I believe. And it has the butterfly wings and it has the green apple that resembles a heart. So this logo is one of the. I wanted to personalize it mostly because I believe it also goes with another image that I have out, which is blooming through the chaos. Because everything we've gone through in 2020, we're trying to come out stronger. A lot of people have dealt with depression and everything, and a lot of people felt like 2020, you're obligated to be creative or you're obligated to go walk or whatever it is. And I always felt like, regardless of what the chaos are around you in your world, somehow you're going to bloom through it. So that's how my logo came about.
I love it. That's awesome.
So Lupita, so it says Creative Impress on there.
It says Creative Impress because I'm not an artist. I just generate ideas. I have this mentality of...
You're an artist.
That's part of being an artist.
Yes, you are. Anyways,
that's actually one of the most important parts.
Yes, the ideas. The ideas. Yeah.
Without ideas, we'd be nothing.
Yeah. So yes. Yeah. So, and then Rasta Vibe. How'd you get that name? How did that come about?
Okay, so that Instagram has always been Rasta Vibe, and back in 2014, when I had cancer the third time, I was really into reggae music, going to concerts. My dream destination trip at the time was Jamaica, and one of the things that helped me through going through my amputation the last time was the reggae music. Something about revolutionary music and, just the rhythm of overcoming, struggles. And that's why I could fit as Rasta Vibe.
I like it.
Awesome.
Give me 1 second. Dominic says, "Que onda?" All right, Dominic. And then Lila's got a point there.
I made a point.
Yes, and I think it goes back to the art. We talked about that earlier about the
Do
art.
ideas.
Yes. Do you remember we were in Oaxaca? Do you remember watching the Michael Jackson dancer? Do you remember that? You don't. Huh?
I probably don't. Was it when we
Okay.
were watching the Fire Girl?
The fire. What's that?
Was it outside when we were watching the Fire Girl?
That's her. Yeah.
Yeah.
We call her the Michael Jackson girl because every year I've been there, she played something with Michael Jackson, and yeah, and so we always go, there she is. She's a really good dancer. She's a fire dancer. And so the closest I got was to let me see right here, was to where we're sitting at was during Dia de los Muertos, and I'll play a little quick clip from that too, so you can get your reminder of just where we're sitting back down on the Zocalo watching. This is the same spot we were watching at. It was just a different time at that time. So just remember, you're in Oaxaca, right? You're sitting down.
You have to be specific. You're in Oaxaca. You're
Yes.
being convinced to eat
Yes.
taquinas
Yes.
and drinking some sangritos.
Yes, I told Lupita because the rumor. I mean, the legend is true. If you still got you still got to go back, right? You're still going to go back. If you eat chapulines, you'll always go back.
Maybe I
right?
didn't eat enough chapulines that day.
Yeah. See. So yeah. So let me go back here and just try to put yourself in that way where we're sitting back down there, sipping mezcal, having a great time. It's fucking beautiful there. It's sitting in the Zocalo in Oaxaca, and there'll be another little part of it, but we'll go right here. Okay, so close your eyes. No, don't close your eyes. Have a sip. Hold on. Let me see. Here we go, and then we'll right back in 1 second. Okay. Here we go. So I threw that last little part in. But we were there. That was
Nice.
yeah, not the
Was-
dark
was
alley
that
one.
Was that during the Los
hmm
Muertos?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, awesome.
So, but the first part where that was at Zocalo right there. It's always something really awesome to watch when you're sitting there. So the trip is on, everybody. De los Muertos, Oaxaca, with your special host Lupita, tour guide.
Tour guide.
You're like, what? Craig Reynolds, what are you drinking? Sipping, Craig Reynolds. I am sipping some Dos Volcanes right now. So Craig Reynolds is actually the owner of Dos Volcanes, and they do a great job of getting scholarships for people for students in Mexico in Colima. If you can type down the name of the school, that'd be great too. Hola chicas from Teresa and
Hi.
Hola Ribbon. Yeah, that's cool. I could be a chica tonight. I'm good. I'm feeling sensitive.
You need some hoops.
Oh, I got them. I'll wear 'em. I'll put them on. Yeah. Let's see real quick. Salud. See, salud.
Salud.
And this little cup right here, this little copa right here is made from an artist in Oaxaca. His name is Omar Hernandez, and is a very well-known artist now in Oaxaca. Very beautiful people too. Met them down there too. So let's go back to some of your stuff, Lupita. How can people
See.
purchase your let me see here.
I see your earrings back there, and I'm just dying to see which ones they are.
Yes.
I keep staring. I'm like,
So yeah. Oh, I forgot to put welcome special hella chingona. Lupita
there you go.
Elizondo, right? Did I say it right?
Elizondo.
Elizondo.
Gosh, I know. You know, that's me.
It's
That's
okay.
one of my quirks that I do. I'm a very bad
Okay.
pronouncer, you
I'm
know.
gonna get it the first time.
So your Facebook is Rasta Vibes Hoop Impress Facebook, right? So if you guys want to go and check some stuff out, because we're going to show some stuff, but there's a lot more stuff on there. Really beautiful work, very beautiful ideas that come to fruition because that's what you do. You're an artist. So let's get to that. I won't have it any other way. No kidding.
You talk
No,
So-
no.
Yeah, you are. Wait, that's another one. So proud of you. Love you so much.
Oh,
See?
love, baby.
Yeah, pinche Lupe. What's gooey?
Huh?
What's gooey mean? I'm kidding. Uh-oh, this is a long one, so Lila's got to read it because I do
Okay.
have a slight dyslexic brain.
You're
So-
fine. You did so.
Is
I've
it
been
fine?
watching you.
Not when they're
You're
long.
fine.
Yeah, not when they're long. I mean, I
No,
can't even
it's
pronounce. I can't even say a name until it takes me like Then I won't forget
It's
it
in the
forever.
name.
Okay, here it goes. Ready? Go ahead.
Okay. Lupita, you truly are one of a kind. You're one of the kindest human beings I've ever had the honor to meet, and learning more in depth about the journey you have been through just adds more respect and love that I already have towards you. Keep being amazing. Y chingona.
Thank you, Carmen.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
I appreciate the
I
word.
feel like you've touched a lot of people in that same way, so that's so great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lupita. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, see?
Cute.
Everybody loves Lupita. That's the other show coming up.
I know. You're like,
Yeah, Lupita con mucho amor.
you make me cry.
Yeah, and once again, we like to thank everybody for coming out and being so nice to a nice person as Lupita and Lila too. So, thank you for coming out to Cali Cocktail Hour. We're here every Friday night, and we have different topics, different people. We always have good people and good topics. We just go on and talk forever about stuff.
Okay.
Lupita,
let me
yeah.
tell you guys.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lupita. I gotta jump
Yeah.
in. You guys need to get some of these hoops. Let me show you.
Yes.
Okay. Viva la vida. This was my first pair, okay? And I kid you not, these are always my go-to. Like, my favorite, okay? I just love these so much. And she has different sizes, so if you want them even bigger, I have a short neck, so... But for all y'all beautiful long neck chicas out there, she's got some big ones, okay? And they would look amazing on you. And I love this one, too. It says artista, and I love that it's in a little heart. I couldn't not get these. And I love gold. I'm all about the gold. They all always have to be gold, but you got silver too, so that's awesome. So yeah, go ahead.
That's perfect. See, that's better than what I have. Mucho amor to all. Yes, Chris. Yeah, Chris Chris is always a great guy. Hopefully, he'll be a co-host one time. He'll be, I think, one of the first male co-hosts. Yeah. So, So we'll see. I put it out there, but no pressure, Chris. No pressure. Everybody else, yeah. Oh, hold on. So look who's here. Teresa in the morning too. Oh, tuning in late. Yes. And Teresa shows at 6 in the morning, so that's
Wow,
a great
girl.
one. Yeah. Yeah.
That's early. I mean,
I just
that's
sent-
early.
Yeah, and I sent, yeah. So she's a great show too. So I'm excited about all these shows because people, most everybody I taught is Mexican, so I love it. So it's like
Hey.
5 shows, and then so I mean, the brown, yeah, Mexicans, yeah. So it's good. That's what that's my goal is to get everybody to have a voice out there and teach, and so if anybody out, I mean, besides everybody else out, I will help anybody else out too. But I just saw a coincidence. I saw when I made the list today, I'm like, hey, wait a minute, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. and that's my way of counteracting, because I saw early on the wave of people that were doing live streams, and they were usually the super right extreme people. So I try to balance it out with with what we need, and we need our voices out there more than anything else. So that's hope that we can get our voices out there, and it's it's a free medium, right? It's or $25 for three streaming, but it's a beautiful way to get your voice out there, because I think, like I said, both of you have great presences. Is that a word? But it's going to be interesting. I was like, Lila, you got to do a show, make a show for you, and Lupita, we talked about that too, about having your show, and I think it's very important for women to have the voice right now, too. Especially even more at this point, at this moment in time. I don't think if there's ever been a moment in time where we need to have women of color and women in general too. And I do believe in energy and vibration. So I want to get to that point of like it's about vibrations and good energy out there. So my friend Zach, who said, "So no old white guys." Well, yes. I love Zach. Zach's funny, but you can't. Yeah, I will teach you too, Zach. You can, so yes, yeah, we'll do something very modern, or well, not modern, but yeah, very. I don't know. Just Zach we used to live in the same neighborhood, so yeah. So we taught him about Mexican food. So hold on, look at this. The bigger the hoop, the bigger. Oh.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
Yeah.
Never heard that one.
Uh-oh. Sorry, see, we'll be here, Zach. See, and then, well, see, I started controversy again, and I said, energy beings, too. So I'll teach anybody now, even old white guys. So, but, uh-oh. See, what about 50? German guys. I know, I said, that's not old. No, I didn't even say that. I guess.
He started.
I know. I guess what the point was. The point was that yeah. Anyways. Oh, that's another one.
You're digging yourself in a hole here.
Apparently, well, I didn't say that. Anyways, I said who I did teach. Anyways, whatever. No, there's a lot more. So here's a long one, Lila. You might have to read it, and there you go.
Okay, Lupita Elizondo, feel blessed meeting you and Tony. You have always been supportive of our work and mission. Learning more of your journey deepens the admiration and love for you. Felicidades to Ruben and Lila for awesome shows. I'm definitely a new fan. Aw, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for coming out too.
Can you talk about Arturo for a minute?
Yes, please.
Quick. So Arturo runs the folklorico dancers, right? And all the members are queer. So they actually travel too. They travel to Seattle. They travel to Oregon. They've got this amazing group of dancers. They're all queer, and with them, their vestuario, the dresses, they have the queer colors and everything.
Oh
it's absolutely beautiful. What?
Do you have pictures or videos of this? I want to see
Arturo?
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing people.
I'm going to have to look him up after this.
And we did have an art show, and they donated their time to come out and perform.
So nice.
It's beautiful. It's like traditional dancers with a queer group. I mean, how amazing is that?
I want to see this.
It's beautiful.
Yes. Where they based out of?
They're based out of San Jose.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
And Arturo is is in
Arturo
the.
is the coordinator, the director of the show. Yeah.
Cool.
Gracias,
Nice.
Arturo. We love
That's
you.
awesome.
Appreciate
Yeah.
you.
And what is someone asked what is the
The Instagram.
yeah
Facebook.
of Arturo's group? Arturo, can you actually just put it in the comments? That'd be great.
Oh yeah. Do
Yeah.
that.
Arturo, go ahead and share your Instagram and Facebook page.
Yes. And someone said yes, Arturo's artwork is beautiful.
Yes, it is. It's amazing work.
So we'd love to have Arturo on the show too,
Yes.
or being taught being taught streamer to run your own shows by me. Of course, you found the category, I guess, that I explored, the brown category of right. So, anyways, I'm just kidding. I mean, you can. I would teach I always tell her I would teach anybody. So, but yes, so Arturo, please put on your information out there so I can pull it up and people can see it too as well. And that's awesome, by the way. We have Gans Gunt Ulrich.
I need to follow you on YouTube, Ruben. I'm sorry. I need
Huh?
to subscribe to your show.
Awesome.
On YouTube. I feel bad. Like, I haven't even... Well, I've seen them, almost all of them live.
Oh, there you go. See, and here is
That's the name of the group.
perfect.
Nice.
Now we have to find the Instagram, right? And you know what we'll do is actually we'll post it after the show. Usually I post like the little elements of the shows afterwards,
Yeah,
so
there you go.
we'll post it on there too. And Arturo, if you ever want to come on, that'd be great. We'd love to have you on so we can play some videos and stuff and watch the group
that'd
too.
be
So
cool.
that is out there for you. Please, yes. So let's go back to some of your stuff too. Of your, I'm gonna pull up some pictures of some of your stuff you're doing, and you can explain. Because I know that you have a lot of stuff, and you said, "I go send me some pictures." I have a lot of stuff, right? And yeah, and so obviously before the pandemic, you would go vending. You'd vend a lot, and I would see you there. And obviously it stopped. So how are you finding that, like overcoming that part, and have you created something different as far as like a way to do it too?
As far as renting wise,
Yeah. Like, are you selling more on Instagram, or are you selling more? I seen you do a lot of raffles. I love those things.
thank you.
Yeah.
The raffles were actually Tony's idea. And, they work. I sell more on Instagram. Dealing with everything that was happening with the pandemic,
Yeah.
dealing with my immune system and everything after surviving cancer 3 times, it's a little bit more riskier to be out there.
Yeah.
So for the moment, Instagram has been the best way to get a hold of me. That's the way I post all my designs and everything on there.
Is have you found like people are buying? It seems like, so what I've seen, and I've seen a lot of stuff on Facebook, and have a niece who sells her stuff, and she's just going online and going, hey, let's buy this, and people are like buying stuff. I mean, I'm amazed how many people are buying, and I know that, I always talk about doing a show with, becomes more of a QVC show, right?
Oh, yeah.
And people are actually really going online and buying all this stuff. I'm so amazed how much people are buying, and so I know that you do a lot of stuff on Instagram too. And how are the lotteries? See, I mean lotteries. How are the raffles? How are they going?
They're going good. I mean, it all depends on the time of the month. It actually depends on the design. So I've been raffling off like packages where it's just like the iron-on patches, like that. Yeah, so there's some of the packages.
That's so
This is-
cute.
See how good I am?
yeah, this is one of the.
Great job, Ruben.
So I know I led into that. So I'm like, dang, yeah. Is this one package though that you did?
Yeah, this is one of the raffles that I did.
That's awesome.
From Lupita.
How cute.
Sorry, music
And
started
that's
playing.
a candle? I didn't
So
realize
it's a pin, a patch, a candle, a sticker, and a lighter.
Oh, cute.
And then so
Yeah.
you raffle them for.
I raffle it off. It was $10 a number. You raffle them off, and then I go live when I call the number out. And
Yeah.
Nice.
so yeah.
That's awesome. How many? I think you said you had last time I saw you had 2 tickets left, right?
Oh,
Did you already
I'm
raffle it off?
sold out. That one sold out already.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, I
See?
sold that one out yesterday.
Right on.
Wow, that's awesome.
I love the designs too. So how do you come up with?
Okay, so this design is very personal. Okay, so her name is Rasta Lupita. This is little Rasta Lupita. But she is a little bit of Catholicness in there. There's a little bit indigenous in there, and this is an idea that I created a while back. I didn't put it all together until recently. It all comes down to the story of my dad crossing the border and my dad's faith in La Virgen de Guadalupe. and I was able to grow up having faith, and that's one of the things my parents taught us, always to have faith. Even though my brothers and I are no longer Catholic, we still carry a lot of faith. And my
Yeah.
dad had made a promise to the Virgen de Guadalupe that when he crossed the border and everything went well, at the time my mom was in Mexico and she was pregnant. So he said if everything went well and he was able to establish a good life, that he would name his child Guadalupe after the Virgencita. So this
Oh.
incorporates, the Virgen de Guadalupe, but with the indigenous culture also attached with her necklace, her hairpins, everything.
Oh,
That's so sweet. I
I love
love
the
that
story.
story. I
Me too.
know.
I'm getting in the raffle now.
now I really want one just because of the story.
Yeah. See, and that's what I think. Like I said, well, you're gonna say I'm not an artist, but that whole story was a story. It was a poem. It was a story.
Yeah.
And so let me ask you a question too, because I too will have the Virgen de Guadalupe around me, right? So when I'm drinking my cup here, right? But I'm also not, Catholic. I do take things. I'm more of an Eastern philosopher, spiritualist, vibrational being, right? But I do keep things because they do remind me of my mom. And I always say like this is what I lost 3 moms in this lifetime, and all 3 of them were Virgen Guadalupe was part of the whole thing. So I keep them, when I keep that symbol or that not symbol, the Virgen with me as I go to Mexico, right? So when I go, and the reason why I go to the Dia de los Muertos in Mexico is because I feel all my ancestors are with me. I'm like, let's party, or they're here. Everybody, let's go. Yeah, they're here. Let's meet there, and I'll meet you there. And but I always feel, that I will carry her with me through the rest of my life, even though I'm not Catholic, right? So I like that you said that too. Just because you're able to do that stuff too, right? You're able to carry things with you, and I think it's very important that it's not like you're cherry picking things, but you're creating your own life. You're creating your own belief system. What helps,
Right.
So
I brought the design in. It's part of my childhood. It's part of my journey with him.
yeah,
Part of it's my name. My dad named me after her. My mom didn't pick my name. My dad did, and it's the story of how he actually chose my name. It was a promise that he made. But if you ask my dad now, is he Catholic? My dad's like, no, I'm not Catholic. If you ask
Yeah.
my brothers will say no. And the same
Yeah.
thing with me. I don't feel that I'm Catholic, but if it's one thing that my parents did teach us was always to have faith. Believe in what you want to believe in, as long as you
Mhm.
always have faith in your heart. And so with this design, it's something that I feel like, I'm a daddy's girl. So I had to design something that was a little bit more of my childhood upbringing, my dad, but also
Yeah.
the fact that I'm open-minded with my indigenous roots.
Yeah. So that's awesome. And someone said, Lala Caso said she has hoops
Yes.
too.
You and your loops.
I'm sorry. I told you I get stuck on. I'm.
Getting loopy. Getting loopy.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and Arturo said anytime to come on Cali Cocktail, I will contact you for sure. That would be awesome to do. I think so. I want to expand as much as I can too. But that's a great story. I'm great. It is a great story, and it is awesome to see what, like I said, the creation of that, the thought process, especially the heart, or as they say, el corazón. That's Spanish. Yes. Anyway, that was my radio voice. So, and let me go. We're going to go back. We have some more stuff from Lupita too. And what I love to do is because I love getting into this discussion about, your creativity and how you create and come up with these ideas. Because when we talk Lilo, right? It's like the idea is really it is the creative, right? In the I Ching, the creative is the superior, and the inferior is the ability to build it. Like to make, what I mean? So,
Right. I can't give birth to an idea on my own because I'm not an artist, but
Yeah.
it's something about waking up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and you got these images running in your head and it's just generating ideas after
Well,
ideas.
and I always talk to my friend Uli, who, he's brilliant. He's crazy and he's brilliant, But for me, it's technology. Technology is catching up to what I want to do, right? It's like for years I've had these ideas. I'm gonna do some, whatever's in the background and stuff. And I was like, oh, but I haven't been able to get it until now because technology has come to to do it. So I understand that too. So I talked to you earlier about my vulnerability, right? So my vulnerability tonight is going to be. We talked about failure, and I failed and I did fail in music, right? I was like, I'm going to be this person. I went in a band, I toured, went in this rock band. I was in a kind of a glam goth metal band, and so I know my hair was huge, and I was beautiful. Still am, but so that was.
Hair envy because I like you too.
Oh, I was. You should see my hair. My hair was like, it was like hairspray, and it was awesome.
You gonna share
Lipstick, and that was part of and then so I didn't pan out. Probably for the. I probably would have died on tour because it was so excessive, right? It was like we're young and like okay, all right, perfect. I remember going to anyways, yes. So I'm glad it didn't work out because I'm alive now probably because of that. So because rock musicians are crazy, or goth metal glam rockers are crazy.
You're the only goth metal glam rocker I know, Ruben.
Awesome. See, I'll show pictures next time. I do have one of my hair and with Elvis in the background. And anyways, but I've also had one. And it's gonna be I'm gonna show you when I was see, God Squad. Yes, Charisse knows. Charisse had to nurture us sometimes because of our excessiveness. So anyways, the long story, we'll get in that soon. But this other one, and no one really knows about this, and I was telling you earlier today that, I went out for an acting gig, and if I would have got it, I would have been, like, huge.
So famous.
Famous, yeah, because it was for a famous movie, and I was there, I was almost cast. So, and I did want to bring it out, and it is from old, so it's from a long time ago. And so I want to show everybody, and I want to show, and I'm scared because it is. Okay, so you guys can't laugh because I'll be crushed.
No, we love
no matter
you.
what. Are you sure, Lupita? Promise not to laugh?
Let's see.
I just want to see. Just do it. Just rip.
Ready? Okay, close your eyes for 2 seconds. Just close your eyes.
Yeah, look.
Because my hair.
That's a good one. I like that.
Ready? Okay, so remember, I was young, I was stupid, I was, crazy, right?
No excuse. He was totally sober. Let's see.
Okay, so it is, so, okay. Ready? Here it is.
And you didn't get the part? What?
I got you. Yes. I set it up for an hour before the show. So.
Oh man!
You're all, why didn't I get the part?
Why didn't you get the part? Oh, it would have been perfect. I hate the original now.
So I looped it a couple times so you could see it. So anybody out there, so be gentle with me. I was gentle with myself. So, anyways, that was called a palate cleanser in live streaming. You can get everything away. So what do you think? You think I could have made it, or
Look
I had the look?
Ron's comment. Exactly
hold on.
What she said.
See? Too bad you didn't get the part. I know. That's what I'm saying. Well, you need to cast a Mexican in this role. It would work perfect.
Yeah.
With different hair. So, El Titanic. What do you think? No, those supernovela.
Oh no.
Yeah. No.
Maybe you should have like.
I should have went for the other part.
Some dancing on the ship or something.
The DiCaprio part. Well, I'm glad I got you to laugh. That's great. It was a long setup.
That's cute.
So yes. Sorry.
That is not what I expected at all.
It's like in my head. How can I unsee it?
Good, good. All right. Cali Cocktail Hour. Yes. We can talk about anything. You can laugh.
A ver, otra.
Oh, see, look. El Titanico. On the next Titanico. So, anyways, let's go back to what we're here for with Lupita. Lupita, let's take a deep breath.
This is
Yes.
how Ruben likes
Yes.
to steal the spotlight.
Let's
And
center-
to let him have his little moment.
That little moment. That was fantastic. I mean, I would have been it. So
How many run throughs did you have to go?
that was pretty intense. Yeah, it was pretty intense.
Yeah. Make sure the lighting was right.
I was dizzy. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I assume you got seasick.
Yeah. So see, it worked. So,
Oh, boy.
so let's go back to some of the other creative things that you've made, Lupita.
Those are so pretty. I love them. And it goes with your logo so great, your new one.
Are those
you gonna make pens
they're
with your
earrings.
new logo?
No,
Yeah.
these are pins.
Oh,
These
pin.
are-
Sorry.
Yeah, they're pens.
Well,
That's
there is
cool.
2 holes. I mean, right? So that can't be earrings.
I mean,
I'm not that smart.
no, you wouldn't probably. You could make those earrings, Lupita. You can make
I
them.
do have these earrings. I actually
okay.
got them without color. They're just gold plated or the silver ones, and they're actually really beautiful.
Yeah, I love the design. I
You
mean,
know
they
what
look
I want now that I'm talking to you.
so.
I
For
need to
anybody out, yeah.
I need to order another pair. I want your hummingbird ones.
Yes.
Do you have a picture of the hummingbirds?
I don't know.
Hummingbird.
No, I didn't bring the hummingbird. Yeah.
So anybody out there that wants to purchase any of Lupita's stuff, how do they purchase it? Like how
Instagram.
Instagram or the public Facebook page, they could always message me, and
Yeah.
I accept Venmo or Cash App.
Right on. Yeah, these are really pretty. And now when you look at them in that 3-dimensional, or is it 2-dimensional? 3-dimensional, right?
Yeah.
I like the. Is that a vein right there going through there, or is that
It's
what's the middle?
The butterfly wings with around the heart. This is the one that I told you that I
Yeah.
designed during pandemic last year, 2020, and this is a whole. We were shut down. Everybody was isolated and everything, and
Yeah.
it's like a butterfly. Once it breaks free, it's a beautiful butterfly. So
Yeah,
the
I love
title
it.
of this design is "Blooming Through the Chaos."
Awesome. Is that what it's called?
So that.
Is that what it's called? Blooming to the chaos.
Yeah, blooming through the chaos.
See, it could be a poem. So you are an artist, okay? So, I'm gonna find art and everything with you. So you are an artist. So, let me see. Go back to another one. I want to go back to the raffle because you did send me a bigger picture of this one right here, and we talked about that earlier. So it is a bigger picture, so I can see a little more detail in it.
All the details. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I love it.
Which is your highest selling, or do you have one, or is it all the same? Your highest, like, most popular?
The most popular design?
Yeah.
It's
Oh
a
yeah, you have them
hoop.
there.
It's
Yes.
a hoop. Oh,
Yeah,
how much
that's-
Chingona, really? Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's the most popular design in hoops. 3 inches.
Cool.
Yeah, that's the most popular design. The other popular design that I've had, like in other merchandise, has this
Yeah.
one.
Oh, nice. And you have that as a T-shirt too, right? Because
I had them. Yeah, they sold
You had
out.
'em. Oh,
Yeah.
I know. They were great shirts because it was
Yeah.
black shirts with white.
Yeah,
Right?
right.
Yeah, that looks so awesome.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a
I
question.
loved it.
Is this gonna be weird? But do you still wear Chula bracelets?
So what?
You still wear those bracelets?
Yeah.
You told me yesterday. You showed me yesterday, so yes, I love those. Yeah, were-
That's so great.
they remind me. They remind me.
Maybe when I
Of,
was like 15. Like,
I'm all. When I was supposed to ask that question? I'm like,
how old was it?
did you see me change my? I'm like, oh shoot.
How old I am. This is totally 1990s
You had one of
celebration.
those, the choker ones Remember those chokers that look like tattoos?
Yeah.
Remember the black ones, stretchy ones? Those came out around the same time as the. I remember. I had a bunch of colors.
Yeah, see, and we do need that. Would be actually that would be a good one to do on a huge wall in Sacramento. You just need a commission for that.
Which?
Oh, I
The fuck
think you're
cancer one.
talking about, yeah, I think
Oh.
Yeah, that'd be actually that would be cool.
that would be cool.
Yeah, show 'em to me.
Yeah, they.
And Teresa's got your back.
Is doing a thing for.
Thank you,
for
Tara.
girls.
Yeah. So, and let me. Yeah, it's gonna take me 1 second here, because I'm gonna create a banner.
I
Okay.
really want some tacos now.
So it is Rasta vibe, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So
Can you make taco earrings? Taco earrings.
edible earrings.
Mira, Lila.
Should make some taco earrings. Oh my
What
god.
do you mean by commission?
No, I have the ones that say arte y tacos.
I saw that one.
Yeah.
I might
because
need that
it's
one
not
too.
Art and
Gosh.
tacos. Perfect
You
life.
should make one that's an actual taquito.
Is that the right one now?
No,
Right.
double underscore between Rasta vibe.
Oh, jeez. See,
Let me think. What else could you do?
someone is
Something with tacos.
tacos. Did you put it in there? Yeah, there you go. That's so. Like I said, if you didn't really believe me about my what do you call it? Issue. I do have it. So, anyways, here we go. Let's put it down there so people can see it, and as we talk. Boom. There you go.
Arte y tacos. Yeah.
There it is. So, if
That's a good one.
anything you want to buy from,
You should
you
make
just
some
go there
that say
first.
Tequila y tacos. I'm like trying to think what else you can
See, everybody's coming by. Everybody's coming to your, you know,
Thank you.
because I wasn't prepared. Because I was preparing my audition tape.
Hi, Ruben.
I wanted to make sure I got that on you. I was telling my girlfriend Melissa, I'm like, I'm gonna do this. She's like, that's funny. You can't laugh. I prepping them before the show, and so that's what and I forgot the rest. So, anyways, at Rasta_vibe is where to purchase, and also to look at. That's where most of you do most of the what do you call it, the raffles too, right? Or on Facebook too.
On
Yeah.
Instagram.
Facebook page is public, so anybody can see that. My Instagram page is private, but you can catch me on Facebook.
Okay, so everybody out there, you know, this is where to go, and yes, and we like to, like I said, thank everybody for coming out. We're going to play something because usually we play one thing to kind of get people to,
A
to
game? Or music.
no, not to dance either. So the show's about feelings. So, we all have feelings. Last time we played something, Lila, you emoted to it last time, was the compassionate listening. This one's more about anxiety, and we'll come back. We'll give people a little bit of time to think about some stuff. Not think about it, but you might hear something you might want to hear, and Oprah always has something good to say. She has like different guests and stuff like that. So we're going to go here, and then we'll come back with Lupita, and we have some more of your stuff to show to your creatives. So we'll come right back, and we're all going to watch this, and we will be there in 1 minute as we go.
It's like a particular kind of toxic thought pattern that drills you down deeper and deeper and deeper into a black hole of nothingness.
Yeah.
And as soon as you realize that's a thought pattern, then the you that realizes it isn't part of the pattern. And you can actually...
stop it. You can
write
disconnect.
yourself a restraining order. Or like a soap bubble. You touch a soap bubble, it goes poof. Thoughts, when you see them in awareness, when you hold them in awareness, it's like touching a soap bubble. It will just self-liberate. It'll go poof.
We all do it. I mean, if you and I finish this interview and we walk down the hill,
Yeah.
and I say, thanks a lot, Oprah, I really appreciate it, and you go like this, my brain takes that as anxiety or fear, and I immediately make up a story. I knew she never liked me. I didn't do the right thing. It was terrible. All of a sudden, I'm working off a whole narrative.
Wow.
And then, it just keeps going and going.
So how do we make sure that, or know that the story that we're telling ourselves is in alignment with what actually did happen? Yeah.
The first thing I have to do is when you look at me like that and I feel something in response to it,
Yeah.
I have to, acknowledge, woo, a button's been pushed.
Yeah.
I've been hooked on something emotional is happening
Yeah.
here. I'm
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
responding. And then I have to be willing to get curious about what it is. So instead of immediately going to my crazy story, I have to go to, okay, I'm emotionally hooked around something.
An event is happening outside, you're talking to somebody, enjoying the conversation, and all of a sudden they say something that hits something inside of you, a soft spot, and your whole mind, your heart starts to close, your mind starts to figure out, why did they say that? Did I say something wrong? And you go south, you go somewhere, right? And you notice yourself starting to get involved in that reaction. And so at that moment, you have to decide, do I want to solve this? Does this need to be solved? And do I need to think about it? Or am I willing to just relax and let it pass?
Because when something comes in to disturb you, if you don't let it pass right through you, you're saying that it will, the energy of it will drag you down into it, and then you think you become that thing. So what are we supposed to do when problems show up?
The moment it starts with that chitter chatter,
Your mind.
my mind, my first reaction inside is to relax and lean away from that.
Okay.
But I lean away from the noise the mind is making.
Accept this moment as if you had chosen it. And that brings in a new consciousness.
And do not deny the moment. This is what I learned from you, that literally it eliminated all stress in my life. Resisting the moment that is only going to create more anxiety and more being more upset.
A lot of the unhappiness that people experience, they believe it's due to the conditions of what's happening at this moment. But in most cases, it's not the conditions or the situation that you're in that causes the unhappiness. It's the mind telling you something about this moment that causes the unhappiness.
Yes,
So there's
like
a
I should have been
commentary.
there, I should have been
Yes.
earlier, I shouldn't have stopped to do this, I should have done that. It's the mind.
Yes. The most vital thing in spiritual life is to be able to watch your mind, to be the observer of your mind, so that the mind is not controlling you.
And that is how you eliminate stress.
All right. So that was a couple things I went through this week. So of someone saying something and it wasn't really meant to say that way, but I took it that way, and I kind of let my mind go through it. I'm like, why did they say that? What are they thinking? So that's something I think that in getting back out into the real world, so to speak, after this pandemic, that we're going to have to get used to talking to people again, like face to face. I'm not used to that at all. Like, I'm not used to seeing people and talking to people. I'm used to being away from everybody right now, and that's going to be, I think, I was talking to my friends that it's going to be a hard thing to do, is kind of get back into the being someone in your space too. So but yeah, that's I don't know, that's kind of where I'm always battling myself, and I think a lot of artists are anxious, a lot of people in general. I think we've learned that from the pandemic too, about mental health, and what is important in this life too is our mental health, quality of life, and well-being, stuff like that too. So yeah. I don't know if you ever go through those things, Lila, yourself.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, well definitely. Like it was just like reminding me of like my relationship with my mom. Like we're not as close as we used to be, and it's just, I don't know, it's hard. And like hearing her say some things, like it's like getting punched in the stomach, And so just having to, but like I remind myself, of why she says the things she says, and try not to take it too.
And sometimes,
it's hard.
yeah.
Yeah, but like what they were talking about, like gotta like push back and take a minute.
And sometimes people put on their own their anxiety onto you, right?
Yeah.
A lot of it is that time,
That's like 100% what it really is.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like have to remind myself that it's not me. Even though it's really hard because they're like right there saying these things to you, but you have to remind yourself it's not you. They're fighting with themselves,
Yeah.
and there's really nothing you can do or say that will help. You know, so
Yeah.
yeah.
And are
Sorry.
you two like, how are you feeling? Like, I know that like everything seems to be moving forward. Vaccines coming, a lot of stuff. Others coming too. When you go back out there, how do you think you'll react out there? Like if you're
I
vending a
mean,
show,
oh,
or
sure,
you're,
yeah.
me, because I am.
Well,
I'm like,
I vended during pandemic one time, and it was tiny,
yeah,
for a Zumba event, and it was fine. I just stayed on my side of the table. Everybody was on that side of the table, like, and a lot of people had masks on, but I kept my mask on the whole time, so I felt safe, you know.
yeah,
So it was like okay, and my mom was with me at that one, and she had her mask on the whole time too, and I was selling masks.
yeah,
So, but um, but it wasn't a whole lot of people because during that time, and that was last summer. During that time, people were still kind of iffy about going out, you know.
yeah,
So I don't think, yeah, I don't think, especially when we first start, if you first start vending again, I expect it to be not as filled as it normally used to be on a normal
yeah,
basis. You know, definitely not. I'd be surprised if it was. But I would, if it ends up being filled, I would really like for everyone to have masks on just to be extra safe, you know. I mean, especially because right now it's like hard to keep track of who's been vaccinated, who hasn't, and
yeah,
like, and then even you get vaccinated, they still tell you you should still wear a mask, you know. So
yeah.
yeah,
Well, hopefully people will listen, and hopefully people will be a little more
right.
mindful of that stuff too.
It is nice seeing that all the colors are turning into red, so we're finally,
Yeah.
getting somewhere. I hear a lot of places on. I don't like watching the news. I get really bad anxiety from
I
it.
stopped. Yeah, I stopped myself.
Yeah, and but I do want to be informed in some kind of way. So I follow ABC, or what is it, Channel 7 News on my Instagram, and so I see like the updates where they're like, oh, theaters are gonna start opening, and this and that, and just having, God, I've been wanting to go to movie theater for fucking ever, like,
Yeah.
and like, just that got me so excited that to see the theater might be possibly opening. It was just as exciting as when our parks here first started opening. I was like, yes, now I can take my son to the park. Like
Yeah.
it's just like something little, but it's a lot. It really is a lot, especially when you go for such a long time not doing something that you would do on a normal basis.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's hard. It's going to be a little bit different. What about you,
yeah.
Lupita? Are you curious about that, or like,
Um,
I mean, how do you feel about going back out there and vending and getting back into that? Or are you going to wait for a little bit, too?
um, I don't know. A part of me, I've been so isolated that, man, maybe I'm being paranoid. I don't know. I
Yeah.
feel like a part of me feels like, I don't know. It's like I've seen so much ugliness that I feel paranoid of, okay, are people going to be more respectful? Are people going to be more thoughtful? Are people going to be
Yeah.
more,
Right.
and because it's the imbalance of thinking everybody's entitled to their own opinion about how things should be, whether they should be vaccinated or not, whatever. Um, but are people going to be able to be, because I am paranoid, are they going to
Yeah.
be respectful enough to respect, maybe I want you to wear a mask around me. Maybe I'm not gonna feel comfortable being out there yet because
Yeah.
Mhm.
what I've gone through and my immune system and everything. So
Right.
a part of me misses everybody. A part of me wants to be out there, wants to be bending again, and then another part of me, I just want to be isolated at the beach and not see nobody
Yeah.
Yeah.
or cubicle or whatever. But I don't know. I guess I just play it one day at a time and see how it goes. Because some days I feel very motivated. You know what? I can do it. I can set
Yeah.
myself out there. I can throw myself back out there. And then other days I feel like, oh, I'm not ready. I'm just not.
Oh yeah, and I think like like going back to the to the anxiety part where we get anxious, right? And all of a sudden we start rolling it with it, brain starts going, and all of a sudden you can't do it, right? You're like, but then other days you can, and that's kind of what I had in issues with too. Like, okay, well, it's going to happen. You got to go back to work. So my brain's like, oh, I'm going to be around all these people. What am I going to do? Or but it's not. I don't think it's you're paranoid. You're just it's just, we've never had this happen before. And so we all have to find a way to deal with it. Like, yes, it will be nice to talk to people. Yes, it will be nice to have a conversation with somebody. But once again, we're going to be like, okay, well, thank you. That's enough, because we all have like how much time we could spend with somebody, right? We have all this stuff that's so.
Yeah, like what you're saying, Ruby, you just got to be mindful of other people's feelings, like, because I have some friends that I don't see because they just don't go out, like,
yeah.
Then I have some friends that I see almost on a regular. We feel comfortable with each other. We know we've been being safe, like, but I'm thinking, well, if you don't feel safe going out, I'm not gonna like force you or or like be like rude about it. If you don't want to go out, you don't want to go out. Like, it's fine. Everyone has different feelings about it, and that's perfectly fine because everyone's different. And everyone's seen different things. Like, you've had your own personal, experiences and stuff, and versus someone else, they have a different lifestyle, so you just never know. But I think that's one of the things that we do have to be respectful of other people's feelings and comfort zones.
Right.
Yeah. And everybody had. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I think it's hard. So there was moments when I was like, okay, I'm ready to go back out there, right? I'm ready to attend at the event or whatever. And then the minute I get a message in my inbox, an invite to go there somewhere, like my stomach starts to hurt. Like
Yeah.
I feeling like my hands, I'm cracking my knuckles. I'm just like thinking about it, looking at the calendar, and it goes way back to the same exact frame as I have to drive again, right? And I like when I had to learn how to drive again, and it was one of those things that I would sit in the car for a good hour before I turned it on, and then I got to teach myself how to drive again, and it's like the same anxiety of I have to go back out there again.
Yeah.
Am I not ready? Like, and can I go out there without my stomach getting upset and having to go to the bathroom? Like, because being stressed, I get an upset stomach. So I don't know. I guess it's gonna be one of those things that once I commit to going out there and I do it, then I'll do it. But right now, I feel like I don't know. I just gotta play it by ear. If I wake up in a good mood and I be like, okay, I can do it, I'll do it. But if I touch the doorknob and I feel my stomach starting, I'm like, I can't do it.
Well, it's true. Like a lot of us are going to have. Oh, I would say the majority is going to have anxiety about this whole thing. What's going to happen, the transition, and it takes a lot for me to wrap my head around everything too. Like going out and like I said, kind of waving hi to people, running away from everybody, but I love talking to people. I love that's one thing I do love is having one-on-one talk with conversation with people. So that's it's been different for me. And also just retreating back into a zone where it's like, okay, I haven't been out anywhere. I love the fact that these are the things that we have to go through. And we're not giving much guidance to no one's giving us guidance to what we're supposed to do, which is the other thing too. Like if you had someone back early in the pandemic where they were giving us a little bit of guidance, we would know, okay, hey, this is what's going to happen. We'll all be together. We're all one unit, and we'll take care of this, right? But that didn't happen. Too bad that didn't happen because, like I said, a lot of times we would be very respectful.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I remember when Kala was really little, and I mean it's like children. Like I would explain to him, hey, we're gonna do this right now, and then after that and I still kind of do this with him, and I round it down to him, like after that we're gonna do this. And then after that, it's like bath time. So that way he expects it, like expecting, just to know what to expect. And so when we'd get there, it was a smooth ride. But there's sometimes I would forget to like tell him what we were going to do next, and then he would like freak out and have a big old tantrum. No, I don't want to take a bath. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you, it's almost bath time. Like, so it's almost the same kind of thing. Like, if we were explained what was going to happen, and kind of, or like what you were talking about, Ruben, how we're supposed to be feeling, or what's normal, what's not normal. I don't know. It's very strange. Yeah.
Well, no one's telling us how to feel, right? So we all have to figure it out ourselves. I'm gonna go back to Zach real quick. He said parks make life better. He does a lot he works in that field in the parks, so he is very fond of that too. Carmen says same about the anxiety. Yes, the anxiety is what drives us too, right? But it also, if you add a different element to anxiety, then it really starts going. And we all have to be gentle with ourselves. We have to be mindful of ourselves and be not so hard on ourselves, because we feel paranoid, right? Or we feel like, oh my God, I'm washing my hands 20 times, right? Or it's okay. We're going to get out of that. We're going to go back to some other style. I don't know what it is. And maybe I won't. Maybe I'm we'll be washing my hands 20 times a day. Maybe if I rub my ear or eye, I was putting, what do you call it? Rubbing. If I did this to my nose, I'd put get sanitizer and put it on my nose. I'm let it dry there. I was like, oh my God, what am I? You know what I mean? But that's what it is, right? And so you become this creature of habit of stuff, and a germaphobe, and you know what I mean, which is fine too, because you probably needed it in the first place. But to think about things in the future, I try not to think things out a month at a time, because if I do, I'm like, oh my God, you got to go here. What if that person, it's like you get in your own mind what they were talking about in the video, your mind just starts taking off, right? And you just got to sit back and hold back and go, okay, yeah, let it go, and have those thoughts. You don't suppress the thoughts, but just don't give them that energy. And it is going to happen, right? You're going to be like, I'm going to go out. I want to see everybody. I'm going to do this. And then the next day it's like, I don't want to do this. I'm scared. I don't want to go out. And it's okay to say you're scared. I think we're all scared, and I'm scared, and I think that's why certain words with people have this trigger where I'm like, I just snap back at, I just go back. I'm like, oh, but it's not necessarily them. It's me just, being anxious about the future and what that holds. So, but, yeah. So Teddy says, I watch the show with my niece. I want to show her some love. She loves crafting. Yeah, see? So, Joanne says, completely blank. I like that. Yeah, translate to, a white space. But so thank you, Lupita, for coming out, and thank you for everybody for coming out for Cali Cocktail Hour. We still have a couple of more of items that you have, or pieces of artwork, I should say, myself, that you have, and I would love to thank you for sharing your journey too with us too. And that was, I try to get them questions, but sometimes they're kind of weird, but, and thank you, Lila, for always jumping on co-hosting. And, we're like, we got Lupita. We finally got her.
I know. It was so exciting.
I was out fishing. I'm like, yes.
Like, will you co-host? I think I got Lupita. And I was like, yes, of course I'll be there.
So, yes. And Lupita.
It's speaking out and public speaking has always been one of those things that,
Me too.
It is.
Yeah.
You don't, I feel like you don't really get used to it. I don't know. I guess, I don't know. I took speech in college, and that helped a little bit, I think. But then when I was thrown in a classroom with 25 5-year-olds, it seemed really easy because I was talking to kids. So I kind of bring that out. Yeah. So I'm like, you're all my children. Yeah. So, it just makes it a little easier. Yeah, because they don't judge. They're just kids.
If I could speak about other people, it would be so much easier. But to sit there and speak about myself, it's just, I don't know.
It's been 2 hours. So I think we passed that. So
you did pretty good.
Yeah, see. And so, Lupita, before we go to, I want to show one more thing. But so you're going to do a show, right? And what is the show going to consist of? And who are you going to interview for the shows?
So I've in Beijing a show of my own. This was before pandemic happened. I had thought about it. I had the idea, and my main focus would be on women, whether they be women artists, women vendors, women crafty women, women like my basketball coach. She's one of the
Yeah.
very first females that I met that runs a basketball team. And to me, it's one of those things that to I want to have women that inspire other people, but not only inspire. I feel like the word inspiring is not what we're looking for here. We're looking for
Yeah.
a word as I want to interview women that can impact somebody in some way, whether it
Yeah.
be creatively, whether it be art wise, whether it be in sports, whatever it
Yeah.
is. But have a positive impact, share some good vibes with the rest of the world, and see where it goes from there.
Some Rasta vibes.
Rasta vibes.
There you go. See, that's why I put that in there. So, power of three. You got to have a three. Either the sign, the word, and people will find it after the third. Word, so.
Right?
Yes. No, that's cool. That's great. And what nights do you think you'll do them on, or what's?
I would love to do it on Wednesday night. So
Perfect.
Women's Wednesday night.
That's
Yeah.
perfect. I like it.
Yeah.
So, wow, maybe
Wait,
women on Wednesdays.
wait,
Women on Wednesdays. Wow.
No, you could do women. No. Women.
Hey, look. Let him.
Wait.
Don't mansplain me, okay? Don't mansplain me what I'm talking about.
No. Listen to my idea.
That was flipped, by
Instead
the
of
way.
night, you put evening. So it'd be WWE.
Ah, see. See, I like. Yeah.
See, come listen to me.
I think we got it, everybody. Yeah.
I got ideas.
Yeah. Well, I never see. Now you're making me.
Nobody's popping out hip bones and listen, we're good. We're good.
Yeah.
Like that. Took me like 5
See?
seconds. It's because I've been watching a lot of WWE, so.
I guess so. I mean, yeah. Well, you have two. Yeah. You have two dudes at your house, so. Right. Yeah. So, let's see. Look. Wow. I think we got it.
See? Your mom likes the WWE.
See? I think you got it. So, yeah, see, mine was more dude oriented. I actually got outduded on this one. So,
You did. I was just gonna say how was
yeah,
my
I was like, wait a
thought?
minute. I'm the sensitive one here, okay? I'm the one playing Oprah.
Wow, how about wow?
I am going to be the Mexican Oprah, by the way. So, I'm setting an attention right now.
That's his next audition.
The Mexican Oprah. So, I'm gonna do it. That's what she said. Set your intention. I just said it on the internet, live in front of everybody, so everybody knows this is it. We have another comment here. Yeah, see.
Yes, thank you.
So
I'll
Lupita, she's already gone through one round of
you got one subscriber.
one stream. Yeah, she's already had one lesson. We'll get back to the other one afterwards. But I appreciate you coming on, and I appreciate you being here for almost 2 hours now. So that's great. Show usually runs about now at this point around that much time. Yeah, Lila was tired in there.
Lila, let's look at the wine bottle. How you doing on the wine bottle?
Yeah, Lila. Yeah. So
No, I still got a lot.
I think this is one I didn't show.
It's me.
Yeah. Well, see, I need to get it over. Well, I do have it. It's
See?
just it's underneath
See?
this.
That's your next.
It's underneath
audition.
this.
Screening.
Zach, you got 2 subscribers now, and
See?
Zach, have a great weekend. My
But
old
you're
white
gonna
friend.
have all these subscribers before you even start your video.
Yes.
We're going on a good
Who does that?
And Zach, tell your mom and dad I said hello, and everybody hello. So thank you for coming out and being a champ. And we'll get that drink sometimes after soon, hopefully soon. So we're gonna put on. Did I stop you guys? I'm sorry. You too.
No,
Okay.
we were just listening.
Okay, here you go.
Oh, I love these. Yeah.
Now we get to see him. Hella chingona.
Hella chingona.
So
Yeah.
pretty. I love that font.
Yeah.
Oh, so nice.
So what was the inspiration? Tell me. Talk to me. Tell me.
Hella chingona.
See?
Because she hella chingona.
Yeah. No, I know. I already.
Okay, so the trendy word of being chingona is out there, but I kind of felt like I've always been called. I've always been called cocky. I was always called, the B word. Ah, you're such a bitch. You're such a cocky bitch. You're so extra. I was like, actually, I kind of consider myself hella chingona, but hey. So the whole idea of being hella extra, but being hella extra badass. That's where hella chingona comes in.
I like it. I like it. So let me see. I think I have, because you are hella chingona, so it fits you perfectly.
Show another one. I want to see more. She has
I
so
don't know.
many.
I know.
I feel like
I'm trying to see if I have the. I think I might have played them all, but I'm trying to. Zach said, "Old white guy out."
He's going to sleep.
He's going out. The brownout's too much for him. It's a rolling brownout. I will tell them. Thanks, Zach. Tell your parents I said hi. Yeah. So thank you. Thank you for coming out. Let me play. Let me get your Instagram up here too, so people know where to go and to purchase stuff. And you have a lot more, like Lila said. Right.
Not just hoops.
Yes.
There's a hummingbird one. What's the other one? It has a knife
What's the
with the
hummingbird?
roses.
I have that one, and then I have the hummingbird with.
Oh, let me see. Girl. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. I like that one too. That's pretty.
Oh wow. Do you have any more that you're? Yeah, right there, so like people can see them.
Yeah, that looks nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. That's a cool. I love that one. That's cool.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of designs on hoops or just dangling earrings.
Yeah.
A variety.
Well, hopefully you'll be out soon. Hopefully everybody will, will at least be respectful, and that's all we can ask for is be mindful.
I know what my next earring needs to say.
Uh-oh.
No.
We need to check something real quick because I think this makes everybody. Yeah, 1 second. It'll be 1 sec right here. This is a live stream of cats on here. This is real time right now, so they're yeah. Okay, good. Just want to see if everybody's okay there. Okay, now I can. Yeah,
Do you have
perfect.
puppies too?
Lick the paw. There you go. Yes. So I just had to show that it's almost time to go, and the cats have to make sure they're. That's all live streaming, and they do have live streaming puppies, by the way, and dogs.
Yeah, puppies.
Yeah, so you
I know that was the cats. Okay, but where's the puppies?
all you do is watch them. So yeah.
Where's your dog, Lupita? Is she around?
Huh?
Your dog, where is she?
Oh, she's downstairs. It's already past her bedtime.
I want to say hi. I always see her pictures, and all the time I'm like a fan.
Oh my God.
She is so cute, and I love that you dress her up. She is just so cute.
The dog I have now, I named her Vida because my other dog had passed away, and we didn't have a dog for a couple months, and gosh, the house was so quiet without a dog. So when we got this dog, and the puppy stage was so unreal.
You had to start all over again.
Oh my God, it's just like crying that night.
Oh no.
And then during the day she would cry, and it was like all she wanted was for me to hold her, and I'm like, oh my God, I forgot how demanding little puppies can be.
Yeah, they're very needy. Yeah, now that you're reminding me. I feel like mine never stopped being needy. She was so, oh my goodness.
So Arturo says good night, and Filas a los tres. Art fills heart and keep us alive. Have a fabulous weekend. Good night, which everybody else might.
Thanks
for that means buenas noches in English. So, yeah. And wouldn't they say that for good mental health is to watch animal videos?
Yeah.
So I was gonna bust this on, but I'm not going to because it's a little bit too late. But I'll just show you the.
Puppies sometimes on my
well, I'll show you the. Yeah. See, this was the.
Oh my
caption.
God.
Yeah. So it was about this pit bull and this little chihuahua who were two friends, and they became someone tried to adopt them separately, but they wouldn't go without each other. So they ended up being adopted together. So it's also very story. It was a long story. It would have made your heart, yeah. So cry.
Not crying, Lila.
Yeah.
Not crying.
I know.
Well, that's how I end the show with crying. Yeah. So just the Chihuahua was older, and the pit bull was a young pupper, but he wouldn't let him go. So and they would cry when they left each other, and they ended up being together.
How cute!
That's a beautiful story.
They're friends.
So.
They get along.
Yes, and every yeah.
I'm looking. I'm always looking, I feel like. And I went to the pet store and I got to pet some puppies to get it out of my system.
You gotta go now. There's so many puppies to pet.
They were all taken already by the time I got there. And I was like, man. There was one pitty. She was so cute. She was all tan and white. And she had a black heart on her nose. Cutest thing. And I was like, oh, man, I want you so bad. And she was already taken. I'm like, I like big dogs, though.
Next time, yes.
I'm not huge. I'm not
a little dog.
huge.
Well, that Chihuahua had but had a friend that wouldn't let it go.
I feel safe when I walk a big dog, like I walk a lot and I like walking by myself, but with my dog, like at least, So now when I go walking, I'm like, I hate walking now because I don't have anybody to walk with, She was my walking buddy. So I need a new walking buddy like that.
Yeah.
But
right.
I'm just waiting. It's going to be the right moment when I meet the right one.
Yeah.
And that'll be yeah. So I'm excited. So fingers crossed. And I really want a girl because I'm the only chick here. So I'm like, I need a girl. I need a little girl so bad. I miss my little girl.
Well, Lupita, thank you for coming. Your shyness lasted over 2 hours, so that's great. And we're looking forward to your show, and we're looking forward to seeing more artwork from you too. And I really appreciate you telling your story and giving us some background to your story, and we appreciate that too. Lila, thank you for always just jumping on, and I'm like, Lila, will you come on? Okay, yes, let's do it. Yeah, all right, let's do it. Yeah, so that's good. So, but everybody, yeah,
I'm always like, all right, what are we doing? Jumping off a cliff? No.
Yes. Who are we interviewing? Yes. So we appreciate, and everybody out there, thank you for coming to Cali Cocktail Hour. We'll be here next Friday, and we'll have something spectacular, very sensitive, very thought-provoking, emotional, underground, gothic stories for you next week.
Oh.
Yeah. And mucho amor.
Thanks, Ruben, for everything you do all the
Yeah.
time with the pictures
And,
and the videos. Like, you're on it. It's great.
And the video of me, my acting debut was awesome. So everybody else, have a good night. Thank you for coming. You guys do not log off yet. I want to say give us 1 minute. Everybody, thank you for coming out.
Buenas noches.
Good night. And we'll play this little outro, and you two just stay on just for 1 more minute. And I just want to say, backstage, thank you. Let's drink and let's party to show them what this backstage is about. So I wish you guys could see the backstage party, but yeah.
Man.
So let me play the outro here. The outro I'm going to play. The outro is going to be quick. It's going to be a Frida Kahlo. It is a letter to Diego. It is glitch art, but it's read by my friend Ruby, but it is an actual letter that she wrote to Diego. And if you haven't seen her writings, she's pretty fucking intense. Awesome writing. So we'll be right back. Do not leave, and we'll be back.
Diego, nothing compares to your hands, nothing like the green gold of your eyes. My body is filled with you for days and days. You are the mirror of the night, the violent flash of lightning, the dampness of the earth. The hollow of your armpits is my shelter. My fingers touch your blood. All my joy is to feel life spring from your flower fountain, that mine keeps to fill all the paths of my nerves, which are yours.